Have a look at these two clips. On the left is a woman from 1890s, wearing a cloth draped on her body without any blouse. And on the right, a clip of Urfi Javed flaunting a sari, also without a blouse. One of them barely got noticed by the then society, but the other one attracted a lot of trolling and internet hate for not confining to society's standards of modesty and decorum. Urfi's bold experimental and expressive fashion choices show how women's fashion in India has come a full circle in roughly a century. Since ancient times, women in India have been wearing minimal clothing courtesy of India's hot climate. It was much later, under the rule of Mughals and the British, that fashion ideas began to change. Women of the royal Mughal families traditionally wore divided garments, which gave birth to the modern salwar and kameez, more or less the national dress of India today. Later, under the British rule, blouses, petticoat and even collared shirt blouses crept into Indian clothing, as wearing only sari fabric over bare body didn't quite sit right with the Victorian society's ideas of modesty and propriety. Though a majority of Indian women preferred simplistic and modest clothing, fashion in India continued to evolve, with oddness, cholis, ghagras and saris becoming quite popular during the 1920s and 1930s. As color movies became more and more common, Bollywood started having a huge influence on women's fashion in India. In 1940s and 1950s, Madhubala Nargis Newton and Wahida Rehman mesmerized the audiences with their elegant saris, puff sleeves, hair buns and pearl jewelry. But it was in 1960s when Indian women truly started embracing fashion. Big puffy hair, the sadhana hairdo, winged eyeliners, tight body-hugging satin kurtas paired with churidars became a norm. Even bikini and polka dot tops crept into fashion in the late 60s, whereas the 1970s were all about disco hippie culture and offbeat fashion. Bell bottoms and bell sleeves, headbands, cowl neck sweaters, big colorful sunglasses made quite a splash then. 1980s saw the elegant Rekha and the glamorous Sridevi ruling the big screens with colorful shimmery dresses and heavy jewelry. Chokers and hooped earrings became a necessity in Indian fashion. Economic liberalization in 1990s saw West-inspired clothing like the denim jackets, jumpers, maxis, corset blouses and crown hairstyles all make a big entry. The advent of the 21st century saw rapid changes in women's fashion. While 2000s were characterized by crop tops, miniskirts, backless cholis and bikinis, the 2010s and 2020s saw an explosion of fashion influencers with the rise of social media and internet. Today, the Indian women are bolder and more fearless than ever in their fashion choices. From retro to street style, from hippie to traditional or fusion styles, Indian women have come a long way in their continuously evolving fashion journey, and now, the world stands still to take notice.